Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. I had one of those nights last night where I went to bed at 10 o'clock. I usually go to bed at 10. I work hard all day, and I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning this morning and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I'm a working man. I decided, hey, I don't like to sit around and watch TV or go idle. I like to work with my hands. So with that being said, I'm back on the 393 build at 2 in the morning. So let me show you what I went ahead and did. There's the rings. I had them file fitted for the application. Also, I've had the pistons. We did a piston swap on the assembly. It has now forged Wiseco pistons. They are balanced out and they are all weighed to 503 grams, plus or minus 1 gram difference. Is what I was shooting for from the old pistons. These are forged Wiseco, look pretty nice. Now I went ahead and did the rings. You can do the top two rings 180 degrees apart, but I always go by manufacturer specs, and this is the ring gap location I'm talking about right here. I always go by manufacturer specs, and like I say, these are spot on. You know what I mean? I have not messed with the gap, but I just put them on. Now, when you put them on, there's a certain way. I didn't go with total seal this time. These Wisecos came with the piston, the rod there, and the rings. That's why we got them, because it came all as one as a deal for forged pistons. Now, there's a certain way you put these rings on that came with them. There's a groove. The top groove has to be facing upward. Now, the second ring, the bottom groove or the indentation has to be facing downward. Now, the third groove ring, I'm not going to really talk about that. Those are pretty easy. There's an oil expander in between there that goes first. Then you put the top oil ring, and then you put the bottom oil ring. Now, most times when you go from a factory to another one, you bring that bottom oil ring with the dimple facing downward. We did not move that one from one piston to another. These came with a new set of rings, and he got everything taken care of for me the way I asked him to. So this is gone. I've went several times to the machine shop because we've decided on nitrous. We wanted to do 100 shot of nitrous. Well, these had to be gapped, and I wanted to gap them for the new cylinder walls, and I wanted the pistons to be set up specifically for the cylinders. I wanted this to be done as nice as possible. Well, I had to go back and forth to the machine shop multiple times, determining. I worked with Wiseco and called them and corresponded with them in California to get the desired ring gap that I was looking for my application. So I'm trying to make this a custom thing for the customer. He doesn't really know that I've been doing all this behind the scenes stuff to make this thing, let me just say, badass. So I'm shooting for 500 horsepower. I'm not messing around with it. And I'm doing damn good. And this thing's going to turn out awesome. I mean, that's pretty much what I got to say. This is set up. This is not something that I just pulled from Summit and called. This was balanced prior. And now this has been rebalanced and weighed. These are all weighed to the same amount. So as always, like, subscribe, and share, and keep on dreaming.